Hello there guys, my name is Coach Chai, YouTube channel Donkster Born, but built for Theme Park News, and we have 5 brilliant Theme Park Newsroom updates today. We've got news updates coming up from Six Flags Fiesta Texas, Six Flags Great Adventure, Legoland Windsor, the London Resort in Kent, but we're going to start off today with Drayton Manor Theme Park, and we have some official news according to a Blue Loop article with an interview with George Bryan, who is of course the new sort of chairman, owner of Drayton Manor, taking over from his father's role. It's a generation thing. Speaking about the park, the history, the future, what's exciting to come, and something in that article has stated out what is going to be happening for 2020, and it involves G-Force and the site of G-Force. Now, G-Force, of course, opened in 2005. It's a marathon X-car roller coaster. It was the sort of first prototype sort of model. It was sort of one of the first to use a particular type of X-car train, so it wasn't exactly the first X-car coaster, but it was the first to use these new type of trains, and it's the first of these extended layout ones, because of course the first ones before that was like Sky Loop, but this one's the first to have this type of lift hill, and it's the first to have this extended compact layout to work in the boundaries of the old Python coaster site, which of course became Klondike Gold Mine before being sold to Funland before that park closed. So G-Force operated right up until 2018, and it was left SBNO all throughout the rest of 2018 and so far in 2019. However, the fate is now confirmed, because in an interview with that Blue Loop article, they've confirmed that they are in the process of selling G-Force. Now, I'm going to speak about which 2 UK parks I think could benefit from this coaster the most. But first of all, we're going to talk about what's set to replace G-Force in 2020. So you know that Drayton Manor are going down the family park route, and everyone wants this family thrill coaster on G-Force site. Well, that isn't the case, because Drayton Manor seem to have confirmed via the article, via George Bryan, a new water play area containing a small family track ride in 2020, and they plan to retheme the surrounding area to a seaside area. So we're going to have this water play area containing a small family track ride, and the whole sort of what looks to be that sort of section of land, so it could involve air race as well, being rethemed to a seaside section of the park. So that's going to be happening for 2020. Now, there are 2 UK parks that somebody mentioned on a forum, and you know what? I think that's the kind of level of park we're looking at here in terms of who could get the coaster. And I'm sure Drayton Manor are going to sell it for a good price, but I think they're not going to sell it on the cheap either. So 2 parks that have been discussed on a forum to get this coaster is Pleasurewood Hills and Lightwater Valley. Now, Pleasurewood Hills is down in Lowestoft. They've got coasters such as the new Express, which is of course the rethemed Rattlesnake family roller coaster. They've got Cannonball Express. Apparently that's still SBNO, so I'm going to sort of speak about that in a little bit. They've got Wipeout, which is of course the old boomerang that used to be known as the Missile from the old American Adventure up in Derbyshire, in Ilkeston. And they've got so many other great attractions, including Jolly Roger, which is a fantastic drop tower. They've got a great range of attractions. Now, Lightwater Valley in Ripon, North Yorkshire, which is a closer park to me personally, I've been to myself. I've done Lightwater Valley. It's a good park. It's a great park. I'm sure Livingstone Leisure have got some form of plan to get this park back off the ground and get it into the next century as we head into 2020 in a few months' time. So, if you don't know already, this park contains a few coasters. A couple of kiddie coasters. You've obviously got the Twister, which remains closed after the unfortunate incident this year, which is a spinning wild mouse from Revachon. You've got the Ultimate, which of course is Europe's longest roller coaster. That's the record that still stands with Lightwater Valley. They've also got Raptor Attack, which is an indoor Schwarzkopf coaster. Used to be known as the Rat Ride, but then for 2010 it was rethemed to dinosaurs and this whole excavation digging sort of foundation site, rethemed from the Rat Ride to Raptor Attack. So yeah, so both parks are similar in terms of lineups. Obviously Pleasurewood Hills has got the more coasters. They've also got Marble Madness at Pleasurewood Hills, which is of course the old Wild Mouse from Flamingo Land that closed for Hero at the end of 2011, and of course Hero came into the park in Flamingo Land in 2013. Obviously, if you want to see that video where I speculate, there's speculation that Hero is going to be removed over this winter season, 2019-2020 winter season, then go and check that video out after you finish watching this, before the other videos start coming out from today. So Pleasurewood Hills and Lightwater Valley. So these are two parks that are rumoured via a forum to possibly get the coaster. Obviously it could go anywhere, but me personally, I want to see this here in the UK. And I agree with the person on the forum in that Pleasurewood Hills and Lightwater Valley are the two parks that I want to see go for this coaster. Now, of course, they are family parks, but I think a thrill coaster at this park, at any of these parks, would be fantastic. And I think, first of all, Pleasurewood Hills. Now, I spoke about the Cannonball Express. Now, I've been told that that is still SBNO, and it's still not been sort of repaired or anything like that. What if G-Force replaces Cannonball Express for the 2020 season? Now, I could be wrong. Cannonball Express could be operating, it could be up and running, but even if it is or it isn't, I could see G-Force replace Cannonball Express. If not, I could see it in a different area of the park. What area? I'm not too sure. Lightwater Valley, I could see this go on the skate kart site maybe, if they take out maybe Twister and sort of extend the coaster and the Twister site and the skate kart site. I think Twister's had one too many accidents. I think they need to take down that Twister ride and extend the site with the skate karts and bring in G-Force to replace that site. I do think it's going to get fixed, and of course with Drayton Manor saying they're in the process of selling G-Force, that pretty much confirms, unless they're selling it to a scrapyard, which doesn't seem likely to be the case according to the article. It seems like it's pretty much 99.9% confirmed that G-Force is not being scrapped. It's being sold to another park, and like I said, hopefully it's a park here in the UK that I can experience this coaster. Because when I was at Drayton Manor, it was back in 2008, I believe, or 2009, around about that mark. So I was only 8-9 years old. You know, I did the Thomas Land stuff when I was a kid. But I didn't do the big rides, I didn't do the shockwaves, the G-Forces. So I did do Troublesome Trucks, I did do Splash Canyon, I did Apocalypse, Stormforce 10. So I did the main sort of family thrill rides, but I didn't do the the two main big coasters called Shockwave and G-Force. Obviously I didn't do Ben 10 because that wasn't built then. That wasn't even constructed back then. So, you know, there's no chance I could have done that coaster. So I would like to go back to Drayton Manor at some point and try out that coaster, which is now known, of course, as Accelerator. I think I'm due back a visit for Drayton Manor at some point. Hopefully that's in the long-term future. So that'll be my long-term future plans, hopefully, for the channel as well. But I think that if it goes to Lightwater Valley, I'm definitely looking to go back to Lightwater Valley if it comes to Lightwater Valley and tries it out. Pleasurewood Hills, it's a difficult situation, that one, because it's over in Lowestoft, so it's quite a long distance away. But Pleasurewood Hills is a UK park that I'm still yet to visit, and it'd be nice to visit in the future. Obviously, Express is a nice family coaster. Wipeout is, of course, a legend in the UK with the Old American Adventure sort of lifespan for the coaster, so I want to try and get that credit before it, you know, gets removed or anything like that, or sent to another park. There's a lot of credits that I want to get at Pleasurewood Hills before they get sent to other parks. Obviously, I've heard some good reviews from Jolly Roger, Marble Madness. Obviously, I'm still yet to try Flamingoland's Old Wild Mouse, so it would be nice to try that coaster out. And like I said, I heard some good reviews from the Drop Tower, Jolly Roger, so it'd be nice to try that out. Obviously, the new dart ride, sort of family shooting dart ride system that sort of replaced Hobbs Pit. It would have been nice to do Hobbs Pit, but it looked a really good attraction, but unfortunately I couldn't get out there in time to do Hobbs Pit, so hopefully maybe that comes back in the future. If not, the family shooting dart ride will do. So Pleasurewood Hills is a park I'd like to visit at some point in the future, and Lightwater Valley is definitely worth a trip back if they get either park, if they get this coaster. I know G-Force hasn't had the best reviews, but if they fix it and they get maybe some new designer trains on it to make it more comfortable, maybe if Maurer come in and help make G-Force a better ride experience for the next park going, I do believe whatever park gets this coaster, whether it's outside the UK, inside the UK, I think they're going to really benefit from having G-Force in their coaster lineup. So there we go, so that's this little theme park news update then from Drayton Manor. So we have a brand new seaside themed area, sort of retheming that whole action park sort of section where G-Force is. And of course we have a new water play area containing a small family tractor ride, replacing the actual G-Force attractions. So I think there was a possibility it could have been a coaster, but I think with the family park route, I don't think a coaster was big on the plans for Drayton Manor for the future. So I think they are going down the family park route now. How long is it going to be before Shockwave goes? Or if it gets transformed into a sit-down or a floorless or anything like that, they're going to keep the stand-up to make it the big thrill coaster in the park. Again, we don't know. Apocalypse, is that still going to have its stand-up floorless seating on one of the towers? You know, if they're going to go down a family park route. What's changing at Drayton Manor? You know, it's going to be an interesting future in the next few years for Drayton Manor. So it'd be interesting to see when they get their next coaster, but I don't think it's going to be for a while now. So it's nice to see they're doing something with that action park area, because without G-Force operating, that area around Air Race did look a bit bland and a bit lifeless, but it's nice to see some life's going to come back into that area for 2020. So thank you very much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. And for now, guys, my name is Curtis, YouTube channel Donks the Born, but built for Theme Park News. Keep on the coast live, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care, have an awesome day, my friends.